What is going on, everybody? It is your girl Red Bull here with my sidekick, my partner in crime.
Good morning.
How are you?
I am good.
Good. I
It's
haven't got.
early.
I know. I woke you up and I was like, "Let's go." I haven't even had coffee yet, so or a Red Bull. So like, yeah.
Yeah, I'm right there with you, honey.
So you guys, this is for Desiree, but I do want to address a few things. Um, on the screen, you can see that we have an exposing group for a certain person that uh, decides to, dox people. And we knew this was going to happen yesterday after we said we were going to hire a private investigator for Kyron Horman. And it happened within like 10 minutes. Somebody posted on our exposing page, and she said, check out her Twitter. I think her new obsession is you, Catalina. She has lost the plot. So, the one we knew that was going to go on there, she said, please read and please help me share and get the word out about these scammers. Terry Horman Vasquez and her creepy son are behind this. Please be aware. Share. Hashtag Kyron Horman, hashtag scammers, hashtag frauds, hashtag do not donate to them at DA at whatever. Blah, blah, blah. So she also writes, she is out there calling Kyron's mom horrible names, defaming her left and right, all for Terry Horman Vasquez. I hope there will be a lawsuit on its way. It's for sure past that time. And then she thinks that this is my name. I'm just going to let her keep. She said her name is Alexi RG and she lives in Georgia, which is not true. She has 8 kids that she doesn't take care of because she is online all day, jammed up Terry Horman Vasquez's ass. This is what human waste looks like, folks. So she puts all these names up here. She puts my family's, like, she puts everything, right? So she's totally doxing me. Um this is what we have to, there's way more. Like,
Yeah.
I could go on and on. I'm not, but yesterday it was like it really got to this lady. Um which we don't know why. Hey Mama Bear, hey Arctic. Oh, you're packing for the flight. You're not going to stay another day. Um hey Esley, first time here. I hit the, oh, thank you. I appreciate it. Um so I just want to address, okay, this is not for Stacy Green. Like, you don't, I know she's going to reply. She always does, right? But we are addressing this to Desiree. You know what? This is about Kyron. This is for Kyron. And we are willing to just ask. And we want it to be publicly known that we are asking. Um, you know, for us to come together and figure out a plan where we can get these donations and help her get a PI. I mean, we'll have to talk to her about these situations and, you know,
It's not. Hold on, because the way you're making it sound is like if she doesn't give us her approval, we're not doing this.
oh,
And
no.
that absolutely is not the case.
Yeah, no.
Kyron deserves to have a PI in this case.
Yeah.
Nothing has been done as far as having new eyes look at this for 13 years.
Yep.
Um, you know, would I like to have Desiree's you know, would I like to see her come together with us? Yes, because that would mean that Kyron is really the focus here.
Yeah.
But um, this private investigator that we spoke to is who, like, after doing my research on him, I believe he would be very helpful. And, um, you know, I don't want anybody to think that that we would we've chosen a PI. We know the route we want to go. Um, I would love to see everybody on board with it, but that's where I'm at with this.
Yeah. And wait, I followed my mama here. I never heard of this case, so I'm trying to that's awesome, Esley. We have a bunch of videos. If you want to go back and watch them and kind of catch up, or join our Facebook group, which is Kyron Horman, New, Old, and Ignored Tips. Um, how much? So the PI is 3K for a retainer fee, and then it's $90 per hour. So when he gets done with that 3K, like, we're still going to have to keep raising money. The thing is, they keep holding these car washes, and eh, they're not getting a PI. And we have one ready to go. We just need to do a fundraiser. But they're flipping out, they're doxing, they're going crazy, saying they're going to sue us. There's way It's not illegal to raise money um for something like this. You know what I'm saying? Like, nobody can
And
sue
and I don't need anybody's
anybody's
permission
approval. Yeah. But we're
to
doing Go ahead.
yeah, we don't need anybody's permission to hire a PI to look at anything. Anybody in the world can hire a private investigator if they're legal to perform that job duty in that state. That's really all you need.
Yeah,
So, this is an extension to Desiree that let's come together and help us set this private investigator on his way.
we
You know,
have the resources. We have a community that is ready to donate to something that they know, is going to go somewhere. I mean, they're ready. And we're just inviting you in, and we don't have to. You could still feel the same way you feel. We still feel the same way we feel, because everybody has the right to their own opinion. But when it comes to a missing child, and we're asking you to come together and let us help, like, it's better to. It would feel amazing, if you just said yes, like, I want the help, because we will actually get something done, unlike somebody else. Um, Mama Bear said, okay, so we need about 5K to get this going. And that's what Mama Bear. So Garnett Coffee mentioned yesterday, if everybody in our group donated $2, we would have 6K. Um, you know,
which would be a nice start. I mean, this case has so many twists and turns, and just speaking about a private investigator, the people that our members want to look at, all of that. Uh, there's so much that we hasn't been looked at.
yeah. And Mama Bear, if you want to watch our video from yesterday, hey Christina, thank you for coming. You could, well, I'll call you if you're not busy after we get off of here, so I can go over some things with you, and maybe you can give us some advice as well. When we did the whole Skyline, schools for Skyline or school supplies for Skyline, where Kyron went missing, I reached out to her and I asked her, you know, just because it's good to get that approval. I reached out to Kane in this situation as well, um, but she did not like that we were doing that. Um, you know,
And that to me was successful. We successfully started 10 children in the Skyline School District with backpacks and supplies to start the year.
yeah, exactly. So we can get a lot done if we come together. All this other person does that you saw who doxed me and put my family on Twitter and all of that stuff. They're claiming to sue, and you can't sue. First of all, you can't. You're doing way worse than we're not even doing anything. But all she does is talk and makes the DA not uh want to speak to them. Like, she just harasses and threatens, and she doesn't do it. She doesn't take action.
I,
And that's,
I
huh,
there hasn't been
anything.
anything positive that has come out of that for 13 years. There's nothing positive that has come out of that.
No. And if
In a year, we have at the very least um organized school supplies where there's been nothing positive for 13 years. What positive has come out of that?
nothing, nothing has been done, nothing, and this is a good start.
I
And
was infuriated when I heard that, not that $3,000 or $6,000 is chump change, but when we look at the amount of money that has been raised in Kyron's case,
yeah,
um, that could have been paid several times over. And when we spoke to this private investigator, he's fully understanding that we don't care where the evidence leads. We just want answers. We want to know uh, truth from fiction. We want to know that these people have been looked at. And who knows what that one piece is going to be that's going to break this case.
this does not hurt. This will help. Anything will help at this point. Anything that has not been done yet. And just by everybody that knows us knows that we're not scammers. I mean, these people are over here. You see the messages. Do not support them, my supposed name. Total scam. And then they talk about my kids. Like, I wouldn't go as far as saying her children need her as they need love and attention and someone that cares more than this disgusting egg donor. Hopefully, the right people step in for her children's sake and they get adopted by a loving
That is so
family.
disgusting to
It's
me. That is so
disgusting.
disgusting.
It's disgusting. My kids have a loving family, and they are very taken care of, ma'am. Miss Judy Wells, who we had to kick out of the exposing group the other day because, like, why? What does this have to do with Kyron? What do my children have to do with Kyron? My kids are at school right now. They're at
And
school.
what gives them any right? I mean, we talk for hours a day.
Yeah,
We have shared each other's family. Um, I know how you take care of your kids. What gives
yeah.
them any right to say anything about the way you raise your children? They don't know.
They know nothing. And that's the only thing that they like to bring up because they know that my children are my world and they like to piss me off. And I just want to also show this really quick. You know what? I just want to show you guys how um how disgusting and what they what lengths they go to. And Desiree, I don't know why you associate. Look at this. So they decide to write, make a little meme, asylum, I am a clown, Jack Daniel bottles. Like, I don't even drink.
Right?
There's a little pipe. Yeah, I sit here and smoke crack or whatever, you know.
Like they don't even have a clue of who you are.
They
You
don't.
know, they have no idea that they just don't have a clue. That's why none of it, you know,
Look at look at me and Terry. I guess we're hanging out, drinking, and I do smoke cigarettes, but that's not the type of cigarettes. Um, well, wait. Ah, I was trying to get the okay. So, they say the irony in that is she is sidekicks with a child murderer. I think she is meant to put child murderer advocate. Silly, silly lady. For all things holy, Lexi, place your energy on finding Kyron and stop with the nonsense. What?
right?
What? Isn't that where our energy is? Is getting to the
Well,
truth? Getting.
and I think that's some of the problem right there is that everybody, for whatever reason over there, completely believes that like we have this relationship with Terry and James. I don't have any relationship with either one of them. I think James is a well-rounded young man, and when he first come out and we started this group, I spoke to James several times, but I haven't spoken to James more than to ask for his help um here recently. Um as far as if he would want to take the reins on hiring the PI. Other than that, I haven't spoken to James or Terry. Um
They have
Terry
nothing to
has
do with this.
Right, Terry has come out in group and she has told us a lot of things about Kyron that I feel should have been front and center um from day one, but they weren't, and that's time lost. We now know more about his mannerisms and the fact that he was more comfortable in oversized clothes, um that if he didn't have his glasses there would definitely be a noticeable squint, with one eye being more focused than the other. Those were important details that could have helped us in those early days. Um, uh, but other than that kind of information, that's the only contact we have.
Exactly. And um you guys, none of this is, they speak about Norman Nix, which is a really bad idea. Um they have, oh, and now the lunatic wants to start a YouTube channel. And you guys know firsthand YouTube does not play the doxing game. They don't play all of this nonsense bullying. Like, we call the bullies out. We call the people that take advantage of children, money wise, or any kind of, and now she wants to start a page because we started a page. Like, yesterday she went on a total meltdown, and you can tell. Like, she is so mad that we want to do this for Kyron. They're wondering where my kids live. This one, pretty sure some of her kids live with her aunt in, I think, Oklahoma, not with her. Like, Debbie, we've had this conversation, and I found what you have, which is so bad. But I'm not going to talk about that. It's disgusting what these people um
Well, and this is the tactics that they've used for 13 years.
hey Norman. Yeah.
I'm just over it. At this point, like I said, I don't care. Personally, I've spoken to the private investigator. I am ready to move forward. Would I like to have approval? I would love to see the bio parents
Exactly.
approve, but I don't need approval to move forward.
We are doing this to see if she is willing to come together. And I really, all of this crap that is going on in this group, you need to wake up and understand that this does not look good on you, on anybody. And the fact that she says that, in our live yesterday, did I barely said anything for once about the bio mom, but she went off on me, and it didn't make any sense.
Right.
The fact that she just went crazy, it's like, dude, really? What?
Well, honey, I told you the minute that we made it public that we were trying to get a PI, that the other forces would be over the top and crazy because and I can't explain why.
What's up,
Good
Norman?
morning, Norman.
Morning.
We're having
Oh,
a
look at
little.
you drinking that beautiful coffee.
I don't have any coffee, so I'm mad right now.
Somebody's got an echo in the background. Who's watching the video?
I am not
Mm,
watching nothing.
I am not watching anything either. Do you guys hear echoing?
Well, yeah, there's a delay. Somebody's like watching it.
Is it back? I just muted my mic, but I don't have
Let me
anything
jump out. I'm
on.
going to jump out and jump back in.
Okay.
Okay.
So, yeah, us coming out and trying to, because we know that we can get this done, and a lot of people are willing. They've even wrote yesterday that they feel more comfortable donating to us than on that page. We can get this money raised, and we're going to do it with or without, but we're just trying to.
I
I don't.
really want this PI to have a fair and equal shot at all sides of this.
Exactly. And hold on. Let me add Norman. Is it back?
No, you're good. Apparently, my son told me it was me because I had the live because I had to get the link from you.
Oh,
So it was
okay.
my phone doing the live while we were doing the So I fixed it.
All right.
Yeah,
But
it took my 14-year-old, my technical whiz over here to have it on me.
right, he knows more. He knows more than we do. So we're just discussing, everything. The PI. We're still gonna go ahead anyways and go through with it, regardless. But we are putting a invite out there, like a, you know, if
To the
bio
bio
mom,
parents,
yeah,
if
um,
they want to step forward and be active in hiring this PI and helping us get this. But like I said, for me, I'm done with all the games. I'm ready to move forward. I'm ready to do this. I have personally spoken to this gentleman, and I feel that he's a really good fit. He knows the case, he knows the area, he's got the contacts. I'm ready to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And yesterday with that whole like doxing and putting me out there, and it's just it disgusts me. It disgusts me to the core that people are like this in this case. And that's why we need a PI. Like we need someone that's going to be able to just help instead of talking, going back and forth, arguing, and actually
Well,
do
you
something.
guys may not see it the same way I do. I just came on to say congratulations on another trophy that you just received from your opposition. I get those all the time, and those are my badges of honor. I love it when they troll. I screenshot all the best ones, and then when somebody has the balls, like I've only had it once, where somebody had the balls to actually go into my channel and try to rip me one when I was younger, and I
Uh-huh.
actually recorded his whole session. And I mean, and I'm waiting until my time is right because I play the long game. So I'm waiting until like I become bigger and people are like, well, you don't understand. You had it easy. You came up because you did this and I'm gonna be like, no, let me show you some videos here. Let me show you this guy, this racist dude that came in here with a whole army that his channel was twice as big as mine, ripped through my website, whipped through everything, and I recorded it all. And I didn't take it as a as a dig, as you know what I mean. I took it as a badge of honor, and it actually made me show improve because actually went into my website and lowered my prices for helping out, single parents and stuff for my time. So it
Yeah.
actually helped me in the long run. So yeah, as far as like the opposition and people hating, I I love it. All they do in the algorithm, it doesn't matter what platform they try to go on, even if they fall flat on their face, they're
Well,
still going to bring attention not only to us individually, especially you, if they're making and no
well.
pun intended to those that make memes, but there's a rapper that
Oh,
says it perfectly
Sluggy,
that
I miss you.
broke people make memes, content creators make content. You know what I mean? So what they're
Yeah.
doing is not content creating. They're not
Yeah.
coming with any facts. They're not doing anything to help out Kyron. They're just playing the troll game. That's all it
Yeah.
is.
Well,
I,
we both got honors badge of honor yesterday. I mean, they were ripping me and you, and it's like, what? You
I
I
know?
get it.
just want to.
I get it everywhere. To me now. It's like you know how Thanos walks around, and most people get cut up by certain weapons. I'm so thick skinned now that I see a troll, and I'm just like,
But
I'm like,
my thing is, don't threaten me with, oh, I'm a sue. Like she's gonna sue you for defamation, and nothing I have said
it's public records. The divorce decree. I
exactly.
saw what she said. Them being mad about you going over the divorce decree in detail is public records. If a FOIA request was done, it's up to the United States government to redact any information, including the social security numbers that I have that I did not expose, but the social security
Exactly.
numbers that are on the divorce decree that are public records.
Yeah.
So if she wants to sue somebody, she needs to again direct her anger and her resources to where it really needs to go, because
Yeah.
pointing at me is only going to make me famous. Pointing at you is only going to make you famous. And it's
And
only
that
going to give us credibility to what we do when she falls flat on her face once again.
Yeah, and that money that they would go through, they would lose, obviously, and then they would lose money that they could have used towards a PI that they've been trying to get for so freaking long.
Okay, I just want to, because I feel that Arctic's comment here, the one you have up on screen, is very important.
Yeah, I was highlighting that one.
Yeah. And what he said was, and the thing is, one condition most PIs put on their employment is that information comes forward that points to, let's say, Terry. That information will go to law enforcement as well. Yes, absolutely. And that was one of the things when I spoke with him that I wanted to be sure, was that regardless of where this takes him, that anything that were to come, regardless, good, bad, and different, As long as it brings some sort of information for Kyron, I don't care what he finds.
Agreed.
Exactly. That's we don't care. We just want to be able to help bring Kyron home. It's been 13 years.
Yes,
Makes sense.
Um,
yes. In just a couple weeks, it's going to be 13 years.
Facts.
and
And I don't do bullies, so even Karen bullies. You know what I mean? So
oh yeah, she thought that that picture, got you the most views you've ever had.
what picture?
You didn't see that? She said that the cover picture you used of her, of the CPS lady, she was like, "Oh yeah, they had to put, yeah,
You're talking about the one that looks like a transvestite and with
yeah,
the onesie
yeah,
whatever with no
yeah,
tits.
uh-huh."
Oh hell no!
She
Oh
said
hell no!
she
She
said
looks
that
like a man in that picture, and she's got that much confidence in her biology to be flossing. Like, get the fuck out of here with that mouth.
right?
You know what? That does not surprise me that her ego is that big. You know what I mean? That bougie attitude. I'm a social worker. I'll do this. I'll pull like she's got real weight. You ain't never came against somebody like me. Ever came against
Exactly.
somebody like me. And I'm an anomaly because I walk in many worlds. You know what I mean? So you could go ahead and label me or say something, or I looked up his public records and he's got this. People have accused me of a lot of stuff, but if you look and see actually go on my public records, I ain't been to prison. I never had to pay restitution. I've always won
Yeah.
settlements. You know what I mean? So I got custody of my kids. So I mean, make me famous. Dig in my past and let's talk it out.
Exactly. I pulled up my record. They've claimed that I'm a felon. If anyone can sue, I have so much stuff. Like nobody can sue anybody. Make this about Kyron. Sluggy, I'm glad you're here. I actually asked Noel about you last night because I haven't seen you in a while. Um, it's good to see you. And Nana of Seven, it's been a while too. I hope everybody's doing good. Um, yeah, I mean, it is what it is. We are putting this out here. We're gonna get this PI. Uh, you know, we're gonna
Uh,
make
uh,
it happen
yeah,
regardless.
it's moving forward with or without. But it now is public that we have, asked for bio parents' cooperation. And now the ball's in their court.
And
You know,
they're saying Terry, James, and me are making a scam. But if we were scammers, we wouldn't be out here inviting bio parents to be involved in this.
I didn't know
Um,
you drank.
I
You
uh,
guys
don't
really been hanging out drinking?
I guess so.
You guys drink
I
whiskey
was
too?
I
I saw
was
that on the meme.
I was so drunk, I don't even remember. I
I
mean,
mean, man, you guys had it set up on the table just perfect. I mean, it was just like
yeah.
I was like, I think I'm
Like
gonna screen. You know what? I'm gonna take a screenshot of that and put it in my community post so we can laugh at it. On my
yeah,
side.
I was about to say I was gonna do the same thing because
I
the asylum
I just
one,
want to be invited next time.
you're never invited.
I
Nobody,
know.
it's all pointed towards,
Well,
I
I don't drink, but I do smoke medical marijuana because of my arthritis and pernicious anemia. So if I can get in, I would, I can contribute, as
Right,
long as we're
as
in a
right.
a
state that it's
as a weed,
recreational.
yeah, but I don't drink or smoke crack or do pills. They had all that, but
Oh,
you
don't forget
know,
about your meth.
oh yeah, meth. It was it meth or crack? I don't know
It's
what it
meth.
was.
It
I
I
because
like,
they call you methany.
yep,
I
meth.
learned a long time ago, never judge people that sin differently than you do. So whatever vices they have, whatever, whether they want to point fingers and say, well, she smokes, he does this, I don't do this, but what I do is I break up families and you know what I mean, I call
Hmm.
CPS unwillingly, you know what I mean, that's my forte,
There
my
you go.
vice,
Well,
that's my talking
the
advice.
thing that got me is the bitch had the nerve to say that my kids need to be adopted into a good family. Like you you're crazy. You're
She
really
is
crazy.
crazy.
I
Norman,
That
Terry.
Let them talk. I say I like I said, especially the social worker. This is one that what that I like to call excessive Karen, where she just can't shut the fuck up, and sooner or later she's not going to be able to help herself because she's going to want that attention for justification for us responding and
Yeah.
how we licked her. She
Yeah.
can't get past that. Just like Bio Mom can't get past Terry and her
Yeah.
perception of everything. This same person is of the same caliber in their group. So just
Yeah.
like we are of the same caliber where we're all trying to find out and we're on the same mission, their group that they keep pointing at us like, oh, toxic mothers and toxic parents and creepy people got to hang together. I read that little post or whatever. It's
Yeah.
like you guys are like really projecting about how you feel about yourselves because
Yes.
you are a bitter island of bitches. I mean it's what it is.
That's
And
what
there
I
is no
said.
diversity. There is no diversity on this island. It's like an island of straight Karens, and not to be hypothetical or stereotypical or whatever, but they're all Caucasian, want to be looking upscale. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Typical
Yep.
Yep.
Karen. It just blows my mind how they keep doubling and tripling down, no matter how much we expose them in a legal way. That just knocks them off their feet. They just keep getting back up. Like, well, that ain't true. Look at his face. Look at her. And it's like that's all you got. My looks.
It,
Right?
You better dig a little bit deeper with your shallow ass.
exactly. I saw a post last night that had me all sorts of confused, saying you were a scammer. Shocked me to the core. Nana of 7, you already know I am nothing. These people are mad because we're getting a private investigator for Kyron Horman. I would ignore it or just
I've never ever in the last 3 years that I've been doing father's rights, I've never asked for money in regards to a individual case.
yeah,
Anytime that I've asked, it's been to support the channel and what I do so I can keep bringing the content and keep fighting the battle because it does cost time and money, resources to look up stuff, background checks, to keep up all the software so we can keep pumping out content. People don't understand that. They think that we just grab a cell phone and we just walk around like it's TikTok, and it's not that simple. And somebody who is invested, such as Arctic Fox and other content creators that are now gravitating, that we're all gravitating, starting building nucleus with, Utah Cop Watch, you know what I mean? They'll tell you the same thing. This is not, when you are dedicated to this, time's going to tell who's going to rise to the top. And while you're rising, there are going to be so many people that are going to take pop shots, your exes, you know what I mean, haters, you know what I mean, the opposition of the content you're creating, people that are just on a different political field that you're on. I've been threatened by MAGA. I've been threatened by I've been threatened by lesbians. I've been threatened by all kinds of people, not only my life, but to have my channel shut down, CPS to be sent. I've had all kinds of threats.
yeah.
I'm still here. And not only am I still here, but I'm more popular now and growing than I was a year ago.
Exactly. I mean, God sees it all, and God's gonna make a way, and we're not
And
going
that's
any.
what I have faith in. God is going to make our way.
And
He's going to
and
help us with this.
and Sluggy, hold on. That's a good. I'd love to deep dive with my girls into Kyron's case. So me and Noelle were talking last night, and we actually are. She's gonna start looking into Kyron's case with us, and we're gonna do a couple of shows like a month. We're gonna figure it out. So that would be awesome if you want to like jump on and help. Um,
So what do you guys think about doing a call to arms too about those that are want to help out that are in the local area doing their own sleuthing? And you kind of, I don't want to say turning the tides on Desiree, but I want to say turning the optics where it needs to be and not just spying on Terry in parking lots or tracking her down in California to try to find out what's her newest address or whatever. I'm
yeah,
talking about like we were talking about yesterday where people are actually going to the school, showing the manholes, somebody actually, telling the police to go down there and actually look around
yeah,
and so we can actually get the film footage for it, the whole nine.
and
I mean,
we
even if
have
we got to go down there and put a GoPro on a fucking string, you know what I mean?
Right.
Something.
I mean, we've had people go down there. We did lose the video because of the person that left. Aw, Nana, I appreciate it. I do know, and I thank you guys for your support because it's just wrong.
I
It's
still
wrong.
have the pictures, and I did send the pictures.
But we
I
need
feel you, Sluggy.
um no, he hasn't been found yet, Mama Bear. But we do need to. I don't think we ever told Ellie though, right? No, we didn't send that to Ellie.
I don't know. That it's been a while since we really looked at that aspect, and I would love to know what they're there for.
And so, yeah, there's Slug. There is a lot of misinformation, and that's why I would like if you could join our Kyron group or go back and watch our videos or call me. We can, discuss everything. Because just like Arctic said, there's a lot of misinformation. Even every single video you watch on YouTube, it's the same thing. And so let's get together and like me, you, Noel, Coffee, Norman, Arctic, like everybody. We need everybody. Like you said, Norman. What'd you say? A
We need a,
call.
a nucleus. We need a call to action and have everybody coming together.
Exactly. Because this is, you guys, it's more than what we just showed you today. It is the worst.
Well, I would advise everybody who is just catching on, either on the rerun or whatever, to go back, not only watch, Red Bull and Coffee's content about Kyron Horman. I know you guys probably do you guys categorize your content, like your lives or whatever, into like folders for this Kyron
We started
on your
to,
playlist?
but we haven't put all of them in there.
So what I would do is the most recent stuff that were, let's say, and not to sound braggadocious, let's say where I got involved, we put that in a separate playlist. That way people can catch up to where we are going headstrong, you know what I mean? And the team actually injected and we came in and put some adrenaline into this. And
Yeah.
then on my end, I would recommend everybody go on my content and watch the videos, not just on here, but on TikTok about Kyron Horman, because I go off on an exposed baby mama on my end as far as background checks, because I went into her divorce decree. That's why I don't understand why they're not coming after me. But I do understand why they're not coming after me. You know what I mean? I do know why. It's kind of like when we're watching politics right now, how we watch, and not to make this a political thing, but you see how the perceived bad guys in politics
Oh,
go after the weakest people in society, like
hold on, Norman. Can somebody drop Norman's link into chat, please?
oh yeah, no worries. But as far as like politically, you notice how all the crybabies in politics go after the weakest link as far as like the social chain. So when they come after the team, they're not going to come after me because they know that I'm too big for them. So
But
they're going to try to knock me down at the legs and come after my team members, or who they perceive, or my team members or whatever. And so they're going after Red Bull, or they'll go after another member of our team or whatever. And then one by one, we just got to keep knocking them down and exposing them. That's the only way we're going to keep fighting. Because
exactly,
if we just keep letting them kind of termite us, come at us like termites, you're going to get overwhelmed and not see the forest for the trees. I say let them come. And if you can't handle it, let them talk. Just ignore it, because sooner or later, your content, people are going to catch up to what you're saying. Just like what happened with Biomon. When I first started, everybody was like, oh, you're a clown. You don't know what Terry did it. Terry did it. But you notice now how many thousands of people now are like, whoa, what the fuck is going on? This has been 13 years. Why is she still saying Terry? And we're pointing out in the interviews how she's like, I don't care what the outcome is. I just want to see Terry in jail. You know what I mean? It's like, well, what if Terry didn't do it?
exactly,
You're exposing exactly who you are to the core, Corilla DeVille. You don't see that, and
exactly,
your team doesn't see that either. And your team keeps cheerleading you on, and you just keep getting more toxic and more public. And it's just giving us
exactly.
more content to expose your dumbass.
Yeah, They just don't real. I mean, they should realize by now because you've done several videos on these trolls that go after me, and it's like you have a big platform. Like you're well respected. Like it's something that you guys need to just. You would think that they would learn. Like you don't want none
Well,
of
I
this.
take their threats and I turn them inside out. I'm like, well, explain the facts. Show receipts like I show receipts. Because
Yeah,
I'm showing screenshots where you threaten my people. You know what I mean? So now I'm
exactly.
calling you on your bullshit and let's see what you're about because I'm about to call your bluff and call your employer and let them know how you're interacting in public, representing being in that profession. So we could play this game. I know how to play this game. Like I said, I
Yeah,
walk in many worlds. I can dox people. I can expose people. I can get people, banned. You know what I mean? We could play this game all day. I hang with many crowds. I don't discriminate. I got friends in
exactly,
all facts of life. So we can go ahead
exactly,
and pull resources and see who stands on top.
exactly. It I just never seen a case like this, you guys, and send them my way. More people hate me than like me. No, we all love you. We all love you, Sluggy. We
It
all love
doesn't
you.
matter. Trump. I don't like Trump, but Trump made a good point. Any publicity is good publicity at this point, especially with us doing the right thing. Because, like I said before, people are going to hate us whether not everybody's going to agree with what we do, whether everybody has
Yeah,
biases. So, all you can do is just say, hey, you're an American, you have your right to an opinion. But what you don't have the right to do is threaten me, whether online or if you see me in public because you see me as a content creator and you think you can approach me or whatever,
yeah.
what
Eh,
it is
You guys,
approaching Terry,
and
like when they approach Terry, because Terry's famous. Whether Bio Mom made Terry famous, infamously or not, she's still famous. And for people to be approaching her in grocery stores or spying on her in parking lots or taking pictures in front of her house or whatever, it's just beyond reproach. So
yep.
that's why I'm so highly amped about being involved in this, with you guys in this case because I don't believe in smacking female, physically assaulting, women or whatever. But I
Mhm.
will, I will socially fucking body slam a bitch in public and make her look like a fucking clown online in any fucking faucet that I can. Because I have ex-wives or ex-girlfriends or whatever, and they try to muddy the waters on me, and I played the same fucking game and won too. So I'm
Exactly.
built for this. So
Exactly. Exactly. And if you guys don't know what Norman's talking about, like they went as far as having a CPS officer or a CPS, like a CPS social worker, somebody threaten um, to call CPS on me in a different state. And it was the most shocking thing ever, you
But we,
know?
like we said, we got it taken care of, and if it escalates, you know what I mean, she's gonna lose her job, because at the end of that trophy letter, like I said before, that you got,
Yeah.
they said we're not representing her, but please let us know if there's any other bullshit, you know what I mean, because they don't want people that they're paying to represent them negatively in the social eye, especially somebody if it's a school like facility where they're training social workers, which is what it sounded like and an attorney had to send a letter, that's
Yeah.
very bad for her as far as HR and her trying to get a promotion in the future.
Well, she claims it's because she's close to her boss and they all are on her side and disgusting lies.
Yeah.
Lies, lies, lies.
But with that
Um,
being said, I gotta tap out. I gotta get my twins to school because it's that time. I logged. I saw you guys were live. I was like, oh, let me hurry up and log on and talk to you. So
yeah, I got to get ready for a field day. I'll be at school most of the day. I appreciate you coming on as always. We got to figure out, um, we'll figure out, this and see if Biomom responds. Um, and if not, we move forward anyway. So,
well, if you guys mend the bridge with her or whatever, I'll pull the throttle back on my content. You know what I mean? And
well,
you know
I
what I mean.
mean, I said in the beginning, our opinion, it won't. We still have our opinion. Like that's not gonna change. But we could put that aside to be able to raise this money and make it easier to get to get this private investigator, because we could do so much more help than that other person can, you know?
I agree. Even putting aside different pulling our resources together, it would bring our viewers together. It will actually show that Bio Mom is not a complete, a complete twit and can, adapt and do the right thing. You know what I mean? As far as the
Right.
best interest of Kyron. And as far as the long term of everything, and she may get what she wants if the private investigator, not saying the private investigator is going to be the end all be all, but
Yeah.
let's say it does go in her direction and Terry does look like she was, part of something nefarious. That's going to be exposed by somebody that everybody's invested in, not just us. So it's not just, oh, they're hiring him and he's just working for them. And you know how they try to gossip and,
Yeah,
just like they're doing
exactly.
with Terry, like right now, thinking Terry has all this money and she's paying it. Terry ain't paying us. I've never spoken to Terry at all. Everything that I've done has been off investigation and my own opinion.
Exactly.
I have never spoken verbally to Terry whatsoever.
They just think
And
they
the
know
guy.
it all. They think they, and we're the scammers. We don't even have any kind of, the money would not go to me. It could
But
go
but
to
but we're that creative with bringing out the truth and the facts and so threatening that not only do they have to gear up to double down, they have to write circles around our content and expose us doing the right thing, trying to, like, they're pointing fingers. This is like some high school bullshit where everybody's pointing at the nerds and they're like,
exactly.
"Oh, you look at you," and it's like, "What are you talking? We're gonna graduate. What are you talking about? Look at us." What are you
Ex-
going to do? In 5 years,
exactly.
you're going to have no results. And not only that, your coffer is going to run out, Desiree. You don't understand it. What you're doing now is like a form of prostitution.
Yeah.
There's no retirement plan in that line of work. Strippers, all that. Not everybody can run a brothel.
Yeah.
99% of the women that go into prostitution or go into the manipulation game like you're doing emotionally, however you want to play it for money, it always runs dry, and then you have nothing at the end except for tax evasion.
Yep.
You
Yep.
better think twice before fucking with me and my team.
Exactly. Exactly. Yes. Yes. I mean, you're right. You're right. And you could have the chance to add people, to get the help from people like us, that know what we're doing, that are going to use this money for the right reasons, that are going to do what we
Well, the
say.
money ain't even the thing. We can pull our resources together, and just off of notoriety alone, there could be a startup company that wants to get notoriety and say, "Hey, do you mind if we plug in with your guys' content and give
Yeah.
you free service or whatever?" But she can't think past her fucking feet to do anything for Kyron. Unless there's new shoes involved for her, or she's getting a remodel of her home or a new car or whatever it is the money pertains to her. It doesn't help out Kyron's case.
Mama Bear said, "I need you on my team too, Norman, for real." Oh, Mama Bear. I love Mama Bear. She's amazing. Um, you're always welcome on the team. She is
Hey,
awesome.
if you guys have a serious platform and you guys have
Oh, they
content with
do.
receipts,
They
I
do.
will work with you. I have no problem. And the more that you show me, just like Red Bull and coffee, the reason why we gel so well is because they've shown improved, not just on this case, but on other stuff too. And I'm mainly talking about baby Alex and stuff. You know what I mean? They've showed improved on their willingness to, even with their personal life, to get through their personal stuff, to show up. You know what I mean? And that's very, very, very important to me.
Yeah,
So yeah,
exactly.
so if you could show up and you're like Arctic Fox, I'm gonna look forward to working with him in the future. I see he's on my feed all the time. I see him I'm always liking his membership, or not membership, his community tab where he's posting out about missing persons found and lost or whatever. I always see that. It comes up like the second thread every morning when I pull up my YouTube channel. So
Exactly.
I watch all you guys. I'm connected to all you guys. But like I said, as far as like I don't really reach out to people, and I
That's
let them kind of gravitate to me. That way I could kind of see what they're about. You know what I mean? But Arctic Fox is on my radar. There's some other ones that are on my radar too that I'm working with. But I know I really am looking forward to working with Utah Cop Watch in the future as far as his content and helping his
Yes.
platform. I really want to get him done because he's more localized in his niche, and I really want to help him on his
Yeah.
platform for what he's doing with us and helping us as far as Baby Alex's case.
Yeah,
So
he's really good. He is really good. Arctic, I told y'all that was a person that I was gonna introduce you guys so we can make like a little, a group chat. Um, you know, introduce you guys, whatever. Anyone else. It's just we all need to come together, work together, do what we can.
well, I think too is the problem that we're having too is the island thing. As us as content creators, Mama Bear, all of us on here, we're not just hyper focused on one issue, one case. Like Arctic Fox. Arctic Fox's niche is about missing persons and
Yeah.
finding people or whatever. He doesn't deviate from his mission. You know what I mean? You don't see him doing cat videos, you know what I mean? Or, one on, you know what I mean? He sticks to the script.
Yeah.
And the problem that we're having with when I look at these groups like the Kyron Horman group, as far as the opposition, you'll see them where they'll talk about, this case, and then all of a sudden they'll start talking about somebody else's case or some other a meme that has nothing to do, you know what I mean? And it kind of veers off. And unless you're a hardcore fan, you're like, what, where are we at? What are we doing? You know what I mean? So
Exactly.
that's why I can't get with the one-off groups that are just hyper focused on Facebook about one murder or what. Oh, I'm a content creator, but you've been working on the same, thread for like 8 years. You know what I mean? What else have you done? You know what I mean? There's other people that are victims. There's other voices that need to be heard. So what else are you doing?
Exactly. Um, which case, Mama Bear? Wait, what? Mama Bear, but you have a big following too. You're what, like one something K? Wait, I've been following a cold case for now 7 years. But yeah, so
But either way, I mean, don't get me wrong. There are content creators that are unicorns, and like will only focus on like making cartoon versions of the Daryl Brooks, trial or whatever. And they'll be, I've seen where that content creator just got hyper famous, and all he did was work on one case, but he niched down and made it into an animated series and clowned the shit out of him for all of his antics that he pulled in court. So you
yeah,
know what I mean? I've seen unicorns. So there are content creators that can, be successful working on just one case. But as far as like what I prefer to work with, as far as like the team, as far as like collectively being part of what I consider the team, is somebody who has like experience across the board, not just, worked at the same place or worked on the same, case that one time. You know what I mean?
yeah,
It's kind of like
exactly.
employment. I'd rather have somebody that's kind of been around the block and knows has been a salesman or whatever, you know what I mean, instead of that one person that's only worked at that one mom and pop shop their whole life, you know what I mean? And all of a sudden they want to, they want to kind of roll with the big dogs. And it's like,
Well,
let's see what you got. Let's see what you got.
we started with Kyron. We did a YouTube channel for Kyron, but then we started. I think we met Arctic. Then we started going off on other stuff, and then I'm good at reaching out to people, but my problem is I reach out to too many people, and then we get wrapped up like, oh my god, we got this person that wants to come on panel, this person that, and it's a lot. So
Well, as we grow, as we get new content creators that are younger than yourself, just like you're younger than me. If you notice, when we were able to work together, I was able to take point and
exactly,
delegate work out to, so that way it evened out the flow. That way we could pump out content at
yeah,
a timely manner, and we could delegate to get the facts faster. So by
exactly,
working together and as a community, we're able to pull everything together without egos being involved, and we could say, okay, this is the reason why it's important that we show this on my platform first, and then we show this on your platform, and then we'll come together and pull it all. And as far as sharing content, as far as I'm concerned, anybody who I consider on the team, you could rip whatever fucking videos you want off my platform and repurpose them or analyze them or compare them to whatever content you're working on your own. It doesn't matter to me as long as you're on the team. You know what I mean? I just don't want one-off. Well, I don't even care if one-off trolls grab my shit and try to, do a negative narrative on my stuff. You know what I mean? All it's going to do is make people come back and look to see where the facts came from.
Oh,
So,
shoot. I just found out some. Oh, my God.
well, hold on. Call me. I gotta go because I'm looking at the time. I gotta get them to school and get back. But if you guys are still on, I'll jump back on.
All right. All
All
right.
right.
Be safe.
Talk with you in a minute. All right.
All right. So Garnett, I just got a message from John, and he was like, "Is this the bitch? You better tell me." And he posted the girl. Oh my God. I'll call you after this. Why? Why? Slug, are you still on here? Is Sluggy, are you still listening? If you're still on Facebook, because I made a whole new Facebook, well, probably about 3 since the last time I talked to you. Um, Arctic, do you have Slug on Facebook? Because I don't know if she's still on here, but I was gonna tell her what my Facebook is so she could add me so we could all get together and have everybody join in on this. Wow, that's like Morgan Nick for me. She was abducted from a ballpark right down the road. Oh, that case is so sad. But yeah, I gotta get ready for this field day, and we just wanted to come on here, you guys. Either way, we're gonna get it done. And you already know. Um, you see a scamming post, this is no scam. We're making it public right now. If you bio parents, Kane, Desiree, whatever, if you guys want to be involved with this, it would be better. Um, just reach out to myself or reach out to Garnett. Let us know.
Pathetic man
Uh,
to get to know.
will I won't. I'll call you right now.
This is great. Came out.
Coffee, I say we give it like a day.
Yep.
We'll give it a day for you guys to reach out. If we don't hear from you, then
We're gonna move forward and just do what we're doing
exactly.
because it's too late. We've done too long.
Yeah, we've been saying we wanted a PI since the summertime. If we're gonna get it either way. We're gonna put our own money in. We'll get it.
Yep.
Nana, thank you.
Bunch of peeps from everybody in our group, and we can have this rolling.
Exactly. And that would be so easy and fast. Nana, thank you for joining. I haven't seen you in a long time. I hope you're doing very well. Please go subscribe to the Norman Nick Show. We do a lot of work with him. He has a great channel. Arctic Fox True Crime, as you guys know. Mama Bear. Sluggish Sleuth. Have a great day, everyone. Praying for answers. Me too. Please pray. Please pray. Kyron needs to be found and brought home. And all this doxing and this weird shit. Stacy, I don't know how many times I have to I don't know. It's the same thing over and over and over. It's disgusting. It makes you look crazy. How are you speaking on another person's kids? And then doxing them on Twitter. I'm not even on Twitter. Somebody shared that with me. I was like, what the fuck? Are you serious? But the thing is, we have a community that supports us and knows where our heart is and knows what we have passion and knows us. You know what I'm saying? So that's all that matters. Coffee, you have any more? You have anything else to say?
Nope, that was it, honey. I am gonna get ready for work. And like I
Okay.
said, we'll give it the day. But then we're gonna just proceed forward with the way we see best.
Yeah, it's not illegal to raise money. Um,
And
and you
like
let,
always, complete transparency when it comes to it. You know how I feel about that.
yeah,
So that's where it'll be.
yep. All right. Well, I love you, and
You too.
I will
Have a good
message
day,
you.
everybody.
I'll message you in a little bit.
All right, bye.
Bye. All right, you guys. Thank you guys so much for joining. We just have to keep doing this because I don't like addressing the drama part, but we did want to come on here. Just if somebody talks to Desiree, um, let her know we're asking if she wants to be involved. We can help. We can get this thing done within a few weeks. Um, I'm willing, and like I said, my opinion will not change still, but it will actually make her look better in a way. Like, okay, she's willing to let go of all of this and actually let us help her help Kyron instead of it just being us. That's all we want. Arctic, I hope you have a great flight. You said you were on your way almost, right? I'm going to make a group chat and I'm going to add you in there. Um, but when are you going to be home? When are you going to be home? Did you leave me already? I think you left me. All right, Mama Bear, I'm about to call you. Thank you guys so much. If we don't get an answer within a day, we will have all the information where you can donate in our group. If you guys are on Facebook, go to our group, please. Kyron Horman Investigation, New, Old, and Ignored Tips. Um, Information will be there. And then also on our community tab, we'll also make another video with all the information. We leave at 2 a.m. Oh, okay. So I'll add you. We'll have the information. Everybody will get the information. $2. Every dollar counts. So let's do this for Kyron. I love you guys. Thank you guys so much for joining. Please like and subscribe. Please, like I said, go check out Norman Nick's show, Arctic Fox True Crime, White Boy Lockdown Radio, Damaged Goods with No Regrets, Checking Convictions. Go subscribe to them all. I think a lot of us are already have like the same subscribers, but if you're not, go check their channels out. They are amazing. Give this video a like, share it. Like I said, if you talk to Desiree, let her know that we're asking her if she wants to be involved with this. All right, everybody have a safe day. Remember, if you see something, say something.